Welcome to the WHMIS GHS Certification 2023 New Standards Training Course. WHMIS, which is defined as the Workplace Hazardous Materials Information System, was introduced in Canada in 1988. It was established to ensure that workers and employers have access to vital information about hazardous materials used in the workplace, thereby enhancing safety and health in Canadian workplaces. WHMIS was developed as a collaborative effort between the federal, provincial, and territorial governments, as well as industry and labor organizations, to create a comprehensive system for hazard communication. In 2015, WHMIS in Canada was updated to align with the globally harmonized system of classification and labeling of chemicals, or GHS. By aligning with GHS, WHMIS has enhanced the protection of workers, better facilitated international trade, and simplified regulatory compliance. On January 4, 2023, new regulations were passed by Health Canada, making new amendments to the Hazardous Products Regulations to align with the 7th Revised Edition and certain provisions of the 8th Revised Edition of the Globally Harmonized System of Classification and Labeling of Chemicals. The goal was to create a program that ensures that information regarding controlled products is readily available, sets standards for the type and amount of information made available by suppliers, reduces occupational illness, injury, accidents, and disease. This new program is known as WHMIS 2023, and for most workplaces, the most notable impact will be in the changes to the flammable gases class and the new class of chemicals under pressure. The main objective of this training program is to increase your knowledge of controlled products in the workplace and their safe handling practices. Upon completion of this course, you should be able to understand the purpose of WHMIS and its importance in maintaining workplace safety. Be aware of the legal requirements under the Hazardous Products Act and Hazardous Products Regulations, including the roles and responsibilities of employers, workers, and suppliers. Identify and understand the different hazard classes and their associated risks. Understand the WHMIS symbols and pictograms used to classify hazardous materials. Identify possible health effects of exposure to controlled products. Knowledge of safe handling procedures for hazardous materials, including the use of appropriate personal protective equipment or PPE. Understand the information provided on supplier and workplace labels. And understand the information on the safety data sheets, or SDS. This program will be presented in 5 chapters. Chapter 1 will help you understand previous and current WHMIS fundamentals. Chapter 2 will provide insight into the different physical and health hazard classifications. Chapter 3 explains the various routes of entry and appropriate personal protective equipment. Chapter 4 will help you understand product labeling requirements. And finally, in Chapter 5, we will explain the requirements of safety data sheets. Now let's begin.